Hi guys, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to give you my top parenting lessons from my Ugandan roots. I'm an immigrant from Uganda, so raising my kids here in the diaspora. Let's get started. Number one, teaching through doing and not talking. This is what I mean. Like, teach your kids by showing them, not by just, you know how they say do as I say, not as I do? No, here we teach by as I do. Like, teach them. If you want them to learn how to cook, teach them how to cook. If you want them to learn how to clean, teach them how to clean. If you want them to learn, like in Uganda, children learn like by seeing things in motion, like actual doing of the stuff. Like, which is not so common here. Kids here usually don't do much. They just look and watch TV and watch their iPads. But teaching your kids how to do life is very important, especially when they. That one I learned when I was a child. I saw my mother cook, I saw my mother clean, I saw my mother work, I saw my mother nurture, I saw my mother hustle. I saw, like, teach your kids to work, teach your kids to look after themselves. Like, it will help us in the future when we have helpful adults, okay? It will help us in the future when we have really well balanced adults. Number two, like, it's called roots before wings. Like, develop your child's roots before you develop their wings. And this one you do when your children are still young. Like, instill in them what you want them to, like, know, what you want them to learn, what you want them to, like, if you want something in your child later in future, instill it in them now when they're younger. If you want them to be kind, maybe be kind to them. If you want them to be healthy eaters, start by giving them cucumbers now, not giving them McDonald's now and then later in the future, like, oh my God, my child doesn't like eating healthy. No. When you're giving them snacks, give them apples, carrots, teach them their language, teach them their culture, teach them, let them know their identity, let them know what you stand for in your culture, let them know what you believe in your culture. Like, let your child be grounded in the roots of their culture, in the roots of their family, in the roots of where they come from. So that when they are out there in the world and they have grown and you really have no control over them, it's their culture that will bring them back. It's their upbringing that will bring them back. It's their, like, the culture, like, you raise them in, or the values you instilled in them, the etiquette, the ethics you taught them. They're the ones that are going to give them boundaries. They'll see their friends doing stuff and they're like, no, yes, you can do it, but I'm not going to do it because no, that one is against my beliefs. I don't do that. I don't do that. Where you will not be. So wing, like, roots before wings, so that when it's time to fly, positive that your child is going to do the right thing. You're not scared for them. Parenting lessons from my Ugandan roots. Number three, some people will be like, is that even a point? Yes, it is a point. Children are a blessing and not a burden. In this culture we are in here of abroad, this is what I mean. Children are not so well received by the public. They see them as a burden. They see them as they have stopped them from putting in more hours at work. They have stopped them from having a social life. They have stopped them from living their life. Once you start seeing your children as blessings, it will, like, even the blessings will come. If you stop seeing them as burdens, when you're cooking there for them, when you're cleaning after them, especially if you have the little ones, you'll not be like, my God, I'm cleaning for them. This place gets dirty all the time. No. In your head, you'll be like, I'm glad I get to do this because I'm blessed with these kids. Instead of coming from work and you're like, oh my God, back to the kids, back to the yelling, back to the what? No, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so happy I've done with my work and I'm now going to be home with my kids. For sure, the mindset of seeing children as a blessing has helped me in the way I parent, even on the hard days. Even on the hard days where you feel like you're empty, but you just do it because you believe these are blessings. So gratitude is a must. Like, when you approach it from the blessing point of view, uh, it helps you stay positive. Next, stories and songs carry wisdom. growing up, what like the elders used to gather us like after supper, like to tell you stories, to ask you questions, to make you do some entertainment for them. But all those things were used to teach us stuff. It's some of the things that they taught us during those conversations that I'm now using my adult to do some stuff. So all those stories were a way of teaching. For us, bedtime wasn't about books. I really don't think I was reading books when I was a child, but I was told stories. I was told we sang songs. Sometimes we were told to entertain the elders, but all those things, like sometimes they run through my mind, and I'm like, oh, I used to sing this song when I was a child. Oh, I used to do this when I was a child. Sometimes I tell my kids what I used to do when I was a child, and they find it so fascinating that I did that. So some of those lessons are really with me even up to now as an adult. And I'm so glad that all those life lessons I'm now like passing them down to my children. It's such a joy. I love it. Sometimes I forget even what. Sometimes I'm like, this song we used to sing it like this, but I can't even remember it. And then I create a version that is, you know, and kids they appreciate, like they don't even know much, because they don't know much. They don't really see many mistakes in you, so it's okay. You can try to figure out. You can try to figure it out, even if you don't remember those stories. You can, like, if you remember the concept of it, if you remember what they were about, you can try and explain to your kids. My last lesson: be present and intentional. This one is not so common with our parents, but something I've chosen to do as myself, because I think it's good to be present. I think it's good to be intentional as a parent on how you raise, because I've seen uh, like the parents who were intentional about raising their kids. I've seen the quality of kids they have raised that I like. So I would like to like have that quality of kids. So I'm also trying to be intentional. What do you mean by intentional? Spend time with your children. Like, if you're with your child, be with your child. Get away from the phone. Like, put your phone down and be with your child. Children love time, at least for young kids. Young kids, I mean below 10. Spend time with your kids. Be intentional, even if it's a few hours, even if it's just, because for most of us, it's just not so much time. But the time you have them, put your phone down. Put your phone down and be with them. If you're cooking with them, put your phone down. Like, make it so intentional that they remember every bit of it. If you like this video, please subscribe and like my video. It helps my channel grow. And if you have any other topics you want me to talk about, please let me know. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.